Olukanni.
And this is Dhruv. And today we are going to review the trailer of a Nigerian movie called Isoken. If I read the IMDb description, it says a woman's family worries about her because even though she appears to have a perfect life, she remains unmarried. The director is Jadesola Osiberu, the producer is the same, and the screenplay is by the same person. The cast is Funke, Akindele, Dakore Akande, Joseph Benjamin, Patrick Doyle, and many others.
Yes, I'm 34, and 2 of my younger sisters are married. No, I don't have a boyfriend, and no, I'm not going to kill myself. I am freaking fine. Walk.
How do they find the husband? How?
The competition with the outside, they very tight. This is Rume.
Oh, good evening, ma. She's married.
And this is Isoken.
This is my son, Osaze.
You know what? It's such a shame because he was kind of cute. As in...
So when you say kind of cute,
I told you this year I'm getting married. Now watch me work my magic.
If there ever was a checklist of what a great guy would be, Osaze would tick every box. Successful, check.
I've raised over $3 million.
Handsome, check. Great kisser.
Really?
So what do you call the fine again, girl? Oh, I don't know, but Kevin, I just feel like...
This one why they look me like this. Fine things for boys now.
no, today dry. But well done, oh.
I can be myself.
Robo
Yeah, super cute, I think super family friendly, or it's a great fun light movie. And I think this is a movie about the difference between like what you think you need in your life and what you really need. And I think she's gonna go for Kevin. Kevin was super cute, such a cute guy.
Yeah.
But that guy, the other guy, checked off all the boxes. As she was saying, he was rich, he was successful, he was good looking, great kisser, whatever else. But I think this is a coming of age story. The other thing is, I think they show with a lot of levity the kind of pressures women feel in Nigerian society or in societies all over the world. I don't think this is a Nigerian problem. You are not a complete woman unless you have if you have a boyfriend or not, then if you're married or not, then if you have kids or not, and then like your life is done. I think men are measured by their careers and women are measured by on their path to making a family or not. And it's funny how similar it was in Nigerian culture, like how it is in Indian culture, that weddings are these excuses to get single people together. The families kind of push the single ones. It's like, she's married, don't worry about it. But this one is single. Check her out. And it's so similar to Indian culture. It's really funny. At the same time, I also feel like it's something I've dealt with. Like, you don't have a boyfriend, or you don't want kids. Like, what is wrong with you? Are you okay? Like, how do you do that? Like, as if there is something wrong with that choice, So that's another thing they pointed out, and I really liked that.
It also reminds me of how in Friends, Rachel's mom, she was like, get married. I mean, she was always comparing her with her sister, and Rachel was also under pressure because she, in the beginning itself, I think the first episode itself, she runs away from her wedding.
Yes.
I think that's the first episode. So she's like, it's like a stigma for her, and that's one of the problems she has with her family, because her family was like such a good guy and you just let it go to waste, especially her mom. Father, she had other issues with the father, but especially her mom was like, you wasted that away and you're a waitress now. Oh yes, I appreciate it, kind of, the fake things, and like always kind of being sarcastic about she let go of a good opportunity to get married to a good guy. And doesn't matter what she's doing with her life, whether she's happy doing what she's doing, all those things. But again, Kevin, like these girls are talking about how kind of cute, and it's like, what do you mean kind of cute, right? So he's like one of the girls. He's like one of the girls. He's not a girl, of course, but he's always there amongst the girls. He's taking them along. He's driving them around. He's there when they're having conversations. So he's the kind of comfort guy, always there, always around, one of us for the girls, and although that guy, he was perfect, kind of, he was successful and rich and good lover and this and that. But I think at the end, again, I agree that maybe she's going to go for Kevin, because you don't really need somebody perfect to spend your life with. You need somebody you're comfortable to spend your life with. You don't want, okay, oh wow, see, I got this perfect guy and I want to show it to everybody. See, perfect guy, perfect guy, perfect guy. That's not what you want. You want, at the end of the day, you want to come home and you want to be able to talk to your partner, your companion, your husband. You want to just sit together and understand each other. You want to feel comfortable in each other's presence. You don't want to feel like, okay, I got this trophy. That's not what marriage is about.
Any relationship is about compatibility. So even if the society thinks, wow, what an amazing guy you got, you might be miserable, and that's not the solution. But it is coming of age, especially in Indian societies and Nigerian societies. We somehow care a lot about what our neighbor thinks, because it's a community-based society. As a girl, you kind of grow up, your mom, as you said, ingrains in you like, oh, this is how it should be, and then you're like, you idealize it, and then along the way, hopefully, unless you just get married too soon, hopefully along the way you realize this is not what I really want. You may realize it. Maybe that's what you want. Maybe you don't want that. But a relationship, as you said, is about compatibility. And Kevin, I think he's not one of the girls. I think he's the best friend. So he's the best friend. He's always been there. He's always been around. He's the one that you go to when you have a bad day. And the other guy is the one you go to when you're looking your best, when you're at your A game. So, you can't let your hair loose, But so she probably has never focused on Kevin in that way, because he has always been around it. This also kind of reminds me of Kambili, because that was a similar situation there, that Kambili goes into this, oh, what a handsome guy. And then there was this best friend and stuff like that. It was similar storyline. The other thing I think you also talked about is that, ironically, even though this pressure is on women are the ones who put this pressure on other women. And I've never understood why. Some women are like, no, what I went through, I don't want you to go through. But other women, I guess, have never had that opportunity to open their minds or explore anything else other than those ways. And then they think that this is the only right way, and I want best for my daughter and what's acceptable in this society. So let me put that pressure on her. There's so many topics there. It's the pressure that women face. It's traditions. It's also what kind of relationship should you be in. And the other thing I realize is, like, being a data analyst, sometimes I used to talk to my mentor and I said a problem out loud and I found the solution. So I feel like when she was saying all this to her friends, like, it was so clear who's the right guy for her. And in that sense, that camaraderie, that friendship that they showed was really, really nice.
If I think about why women especially put so much pressure on other women. I think it's for any person. It's not just about women, but I feel that every person feels that I am right. And according to you, you are the best person to know anything. And if you consider somebody good for advice, that this is my go-to person for advice, again, you need to consider that person to be good enough to go for advice, right? So you are the best according to yourself, whether it doesn't matter you have a superiority complex or a inferiority complex, but actually deep down inside you are the most right person in the world. And so if somebody goes against what you are thinking, then evidently, hey, that's wrong. Can't be like that. Didn't work out for me. So evidently it's not going to work out for anybody else. And leave alone the person closest to me. So if it's my friend, if it's my daughter, if it's my sister, if it didn't work out for me, how can it work out for anybody who is so close to me? Some XYZ person in some other country, some other state, not related to me. Okay, fine. That's a freak of nature. But somebody close to me cannot do what I cannot do. And so being a well-wisher, being somebody who cares and loves for that person, I cannot let that person go through that. I think that's the kind of attitude people have.
Yeah, and I think that's more amplified when you are a mother. It's because we can be close to friends, but many of friends wouldn't push it like a mother would. Yeah. Because you are her baby and she's trying to protect you, so, and I think moms become OCDs in any case. They try and control everything. They try and control their child. I mean, I asked one of my coworkers who had kids. He's like, oh, so how was your weekend? What did you do? He's like, I just went to a birthday party, kid's birthday party, and I just made sure my children didn't kill themselves. So because children can walk into anything, there's fall off a cliff, whatever. But I think with many mothers, it just stays, and they're like, no, don't do anything different, so it's just
True. And again, coming back to that cute Kevin, one thing is like, maybe I feel that it's just as well if they just stay friends. When I was in college, in the first year of college, there was some debate competition, and the title was that can men and women be friends? And the first thing that came to my mind is why not? And then I started analyzing, and I was like, okay, maybe not. And then I got confused. Can they or can they not? But the thing is, when you're really compatible, and because you're opposite sexes, then you tend to think that maybe it's love, and often friendships get to become relationships. But sometimes friendships can simply be friendships and be the most beautiful of the relationships that you have. Could be always that they are their comfort zones, that would be so lovely. That would be even more lovely than them falling in love.
I mean, it's case by case basis. I think, I don't know. I cannot say either or. Tricky thing is with something like this, if you want to try it out, then it ruins your friendship. So, you kind of really have to think about a decision like that. Like, it's not as simple as, oh, let's become lovers. Oh, now we can't, because it becomes complicated. Like they showed in my best friend's wedding. It was so complicated. There was so much history, and they were best friends. They tried it out and then didn't work out. And then it was such a mess. And what they didn't show after that, like, okay, she sent her friend off and got him married, but did they keep in touch after that? That's the point to talk about after all that they went through. So it is definitely a tricky situation. And, it depends on each case. Maybe some people find love by getting, find the love that they want by getting married to their best friends. And in certain cases, maybe a good idea to just be best friends. All right, guys. So if you liked our video, please subscribe to our channel and let us know in the comment section how we are doing, or if there are any other videos that you want us to react to. Also, give us a like if you actually liked it, and hit that bell icon so that you're notified every time we upload a new video. We usually do that on Mondays. Until next time, फिर मिलेंगे.